What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another video today. Again, keeping going with what we've been doing so far, kind of car reviews, going over some newer cars. Today we're not really staying in that, sedan dimension though, so we're kind of going out of that spot, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So like I said, guys, we're kind of going out of the sedan dimension. We're going to a little bit something different. We're actually going into trucks today. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I'm not a huge truck guy. I never really have been. For me, like my Malibu and stuff, it's like the perfect car. I wish I could have something like that my entire life. So definitely, going into this video, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to change it up a little bit. Go outside that dimension and get out of the comfort zone a little bit. So I decided to look at trucks today to give you guys the viewing pleasure of that as well. So like I said, I'll be going over my top 5 newer or modern trucks out there today. There wasn't a ton, in my opinion, to pick from, just because there's not a lot of performance trucks out there, or trucks that are like, super stylish in my opinion. But the ones I did pick, I picked for a reason, and it's kind of nice because you got a little bit of electric in there and a little bit of internal combustion, so it's a good balance of both. But anyway, we'll get into it. My top 5 modern trucks on the market today. Here we go. Let's start with number 5. Alright guys, number 5 spot, we got the Chevy Silverado 1500 ZR2. Now, the ZR2 is Chevrolet's kind of, response to like the TRX and the Ford Raptor to some extent. It's the off-roading Silverado. Now, personally, I do like it. I think it kind of suits Chevy well, because I've always thought the Silverado generation that we're at now kind of has that off-road look in general. But then you add the ZR2 to it, and it just makes it so much better, more off-road. Now, this one here is brand new. It's a 22, no miles. It's about $75,000. They are pretty high priced, but they do have a good amount of options with them. Again, being that off-road kind of example of a truck. One of the bigger things I kind of like is in the front bow tie is actually empty, and that's just more air intake, which I've always thought is cool. But anyway, you got the big skid plate on the bottom, the tow hooks on the front, it just adds that off-roading look once again. Otherwise, from the side, it looks pretty similar. The fenders come out a little more. It's a little more raised, obviously, again, for that off-roading atmosphere, which I do like. I like the big ZR2 logo in the corner of the bed frame as well. That's cool. Big space in the back. And then obviously the inside is a little bit of a, positive kind of reinforcement that they've made. You got a really big screen here, nice control center, good gauge cluster, nice leather and stuff. A really nice interior. Chevy makes great interiors in general. But yeah, it's a pretty modern truck. It's got a lot of modern things attached to it. And again, with that off-road kind of example with it. So that's why I do like it. Sunroof there too. Pretty good as well. But yeah, and then, you also got about 420 horsepower, so a good amount for a truck this size, especially if you're going off-roading, you might need it. So again, number 5 spot, the Chevy Silverado ZR2. Alright guys, number 4 spot, the first electric car I think that I've gone over on the channel, the Rivian R1T Adventure. Now, I am not a huge electric car person. I never have been, just because I think internal combustion should live forever. You can't get rid of the natural exhaust noises, engine noises. I think it's just a sin to the car world. But anyway, here we are reviewing the Rivian R1T Adventure. Now, it is a newer truck. This year, I believe is the first model year that it's out, and I do really like it. It's cool. I've seen them on the road. They are pretty unique to see. This one here, again, is the 22, just over 100K, 200 miles, pretty low mileage there. But yeah, the first thing you see is these cool kind of LED lights in front. Obviously a very different design, tells them apart. Rivian did good on that part. You'll definitely be able to see how this is different from other trucks out there. But yeah, it's a pretty boring, sleek look, which is fine. That's great. It's got a nice bar in the back, the big Rivian in the back as well. A lot of big tech with these trucks too, which is kind of cool. You know, obviously they got the big screens everywhere. Again, pretty plain, boring interior, but again, everything is in the system on kind of this main screen, so you're going to get all your temperature, climate control things there. You got like this nice wood looking stuff in there. You got the leather too, so it is really nice. Even a screen in the back, which is cool too. I personally, though, again, I'm just not a huge fan of electric cars in general, but with this exception, this truck is pretty cool, and I have seen quite a few of them on the road, and I do like them. So, and again, you're getting 600 horsepower with the truck. Can't not like that. So, at the number 4 spot, the first electric vehicle, the Rivian R1T Adventure. Alright guys, number 3 spot, back to internal combustion, we got the Ford F-150 Raptor. Now, I have personally been a fan of the Raptor probably since they came out, to be quite honest with you. I actually have a RC truck of the first generation Raptor because I liked them so much when they came out. But again, honestly, probably my favorite truck. Not necessarily on this list, just like based on the look of it, I really like it. You know, I think that every generation that comes out is something new, something different. And you know, you can get like a normal Raptor like this one, or you can get like a Shelby Raptor that has a little more horsepower and a little more juice. But again, the Raptor here, this one's a 2018. It's got the luxury package per se. It's 62,000, 40,000 miles. Now Raptors have 450 horsepower, which is a good amount for a truck like this, a nice V8 under the hood. And again, I really like them because the interior is nice and modern. It's a sporty, aggressive looking truck, but it does its job well. You can off-road it, you can do pretty much whatever you want with it, which I like. Nice spring systems and kind of shock absorbers down below too. And again, like I said, interior nice and modern, nice and sleek. Can't go wrong with that at all. So again, that's why I am a fan of the Raptor in general. It's got so much to like. The look of it has changed a little bit over the years for sure. I would say this generation here is like one of the best. Kind of the 18, 19 era was really good. I think this one has a Roush supercharger with it as well. And you got the little carbon fiber gear changer there. But anyway, I really like this. I like Raptors in general, especially when you get light bars on them and spec them out a little bit like this one. So again, number 3 spot, the Ford F-150 Raptor. Alright guys, number 2, going back to the electric car spectrum, we got the brand new GMC Hummer EV. Now, if I had to be honest with you right now, I would say if there was one electric car I'd buy, it would have to be the Hummer. I mean, this car is so cool. When they released it a few years ago as a teaser, so cool. And I mean, now that it's real life, I've seen people online with them now, and just, I haven't really seen one in person yet, which sucks, but they're out now, they're in the world, and they're so cool and good looking, and honestly, I really like them. Now, this does come with a little bit of, negatives, I guess you could say. They are quite expensive. They're, up there in the 200,000 range just because they're brand new. They're limited right now just because a lot of them came out yet, especially the edition ones like this one here. I do like this exterior though. It's called Interstellar White, which is kind of not that Arctic white, but a little darker, which I do admire. I think it's a cool color. Now, some of you might be saying, well, it's not a truck. Well, you can get this as an SUV version, so I figured that this kind of version here, just the normal one, could count as a truck, especially for this video. So that's why I did include it, and you can't not include the Hummer. I love the light bar in front with the Hummer engraved into it, really cool. The only negative is that it is by GMC, which not too great on that, but anyway, other than that, obviously. 1,000 horsepower in this beast, absolutely incredible, must be so fast. I've seen YouTubers drive them and just accelerate, beating out Lamborghinis and McLarens, just unbelievable. It's got that crab walk mode, which I really like, where you can kind of go side to side into a parking space or whatever you need to do. Another cool little thing there. But yeah, I mean, overall, they look great. The interior is super nice. You got space in the back, so there's practicality with it as well, which is always huge. Yeah, just a lot of little nicks and crannies around with it. And again, like, it's just, I know it's electric. It's got the space in front as well, but it is really cool. Again, the interior, you got this big screen in the middle. which is obviously kind of a norm for electric cars in general. And then, you know, just nice, simple, again, interior with the vents and the temperature system and a nice big, almost double sunroof on the top. So again, I do like that for sure, and I believe you can take the roof off as well, which is cool. But anyway, second spot, the GMC Hummer EV, an absolute beast of an electric truck. Alright guys, number one spot on the list, my favorite truck on the market today, is of course the Ram 1500 TRX. Now, I am a sucker for Hellcat. Anything, especially when you put a Hellcat engine in a truck, absolutely crazy. I've had, you know, friends with these. I've had just seen people on the road with them, and they're so cool to see. They're so menacing. They're monsters and beasts on the road, and I just can't get over how aggressive and cool they look. So I really do like them. You know, obviously the 6.2 liter V8 supercharged Hellcat engine under the hood. 700 horsepower in a truck is crazy, especially since it's not electric. It's even more crazy. But again, I just really like these trucks in general. I think they're really good looking, and they have so much to offer, especially in this blue color. I see this one quite a bit. The big TRX on the side, obviously the raised suspension, the big meaty tires on the bottom. This one is brand new too. It's a 22, so it's right off the block. But yeah, really cool. Nice interior. You got the kind of vertical screen there that Ram likes to do with that. The TRX imprinted on the seat backs like that, which I kind of like as well. And then obviously very modern, nice control center, all that. So again, I do really like the TRX. Absolute monster on the road, super fast, and all around like practical too if you want to get things around, things done with a truck that is just so fast, and one of the fastest on the market today. So yeah, again, number one spot, my favorite truck on the road today is the Ram 1500 TRX. Alright guys, well that will wrap up my list of my top 5 current modern trucks on the market today. Again, all those are really special in their own way, whether it's electric or internal combustion. You can't really go wrong with any of them. Obviously, I would lean toward the internal combustion, gas-powered ones, you know, in my opinion. But again, either way, you're really better off with a Rivian or a Hummer as well. So yeah, those are my favorites. If you guys have any others out there, I don't know of a lot more that are kind of in this tier, but if there are any others, let me know. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, kind of going out of that sedan car realm to more the truck realm. A little different. We'll kind of try to keep incorporating those kinds of videos into the channel, mixing it up, making it unique in its own way. But again, if you enjoyed, please hit the like, subscribe button, share with friends. Make sure you tap that notification bell to know when I do upload. I hope you guys enjoyed and are enjoying these kinds of videos. I've seen some good support on the last few, so I appreciate that as well. But until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.